Hey everybody. It is Nerdad again, and we are back playing Baldur's Gate 3. So, last time, the very last thing that we did was we got this little Quasit named Fork in our party, and this is going to be a replacement for the bird for right now. So, for those of you who are joining you, wondering what the little demon pig monkey is doing in the party, that's what he's there for. All right, let's take a look at the map and take a look at our quest. So, last time we did a whole lot of exploring around the Blighted Village. We even took care of some stuff up here in the Risen Road, but we did not grab the waypoint in the Risen Road. So we are going to have to trek a little bit from the Blighted Village to get up here. What we're going to be looking for up in this area is Joaquin's Rest. We're going to take care of a couple of things and grab a couple items from that area. And then from there, we're planning on going west from the Blighted Village into the Goblin Camp in this direction. So that's the plan for tonight. And of note, I am a little bugged that there's this hidden cache thing, because I've already gotten that hidden cache, dang it all. I'm going to go up there and see if I can't get rid of it, because I don't want that marker on my dang map, dang it all. Alright. Oop. Don't want that marker there either. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump over to the Blighted Village, and we're going to head north and try to grab that waypoint up in the Risen Road. All right. Yeah, the demon is a Starian's therapy cat. I don't know, what does that thing look like? Here, let me zoom in on this thing. It's like a pig, lizard, monkey, cat, chicken thing. I don't know. That is the weirdest looking thing, but that thing is pretty hilarious, honestly. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and head north. It is worth noting, whenever we move into the Goblin Camp, we are not going to be attacking. Oh,
Is that blood?
got the
No.
Quasit leading the party around, which is not what I want. Whenever we head into the Goblin Camp, we are not going to be killing any goblins, but we will get to the point where we're going to have to kill those goblins. And when I say we're going to have to kill those goblins, what I mean is we're going to kill all those goblins for XP. It's not any sort of like holy order or revenge or anything like that. So no, that's a good question. Are we going to Auntie Ethel? Not tonight. Auntie Ethel, that whole section is pretty rough. It is pretty rough. And I think all of our guys right now are level 4, which is pretty good, but I would kind of like to be a little closer to level 5, if not level 5, before we go and mess around with anything around the Auntie Ethel area. Just because there is a fight involved in all of that, and that fight in that whole area are pretty brutal for a level 4 team. So we're going to try to do some other stuff and get up to level 5. Specifically, I think the thing that's more tuned for level 4 is the Goblin Camp in this area right in here. And if we mouse over this, the quests that we have in that area are investigating the Night Song, because we have a couple of hints that have pointed us to temple ruins under the Goblin Camp for the Night Song, and then also asking the Goblin Priestess for help getting rid of the tadpole. And then over here, we have to search for the Druid Halsin so that he can return to the Druid Circle and put a fix to all the mess that Cog has been causing. See, I'm gonna justify genocide because whoops. Oh my gosh, keep on clicking and creating custom markers. I can justify genocide because goblins are meanie faces. And if something's a meanie face, it's okay to to not have to worry about that person. All right, cool. We did get the smuggler's ring as well last time, so we're gonna go ahead and leave that in place. And we're going to take a lot of these bottles over here. And there's a little bottle in there. Okay, cool. We got it. Nice. This is a cool cart. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this, but it's like a chest with wheels. And I don't know if they actually had that back in like medieval times and stuff, but I thought this was really, really cool. I mean, like chest here, chest back here, chest over here, but like this main little section is like a big, huge chest. It's just a big cargo ship, I guess. But we are going to pick up this book right here, even though it wasn't popping up when I first hit Alt. It's all good, I guess. All right. One second. I think I'm going in the wrong direction, actually, for getting that waypoint. I'm just taking a look. Nah, I think we're good. Lots of stuff to grab over here, too. This whole Risen Road is meant to be, story-wise, a major, major road that that connects, like, Baldur's Gate with something else. I'm not sure what other major settlement this is supposed to be connecting things up to. But we are going to do a full-on save real quick. And we're going to take a look at this signpost here.
Welcome to Waukeen's Rest. West, Baldur's Gate. East, Elturel.
All right. So actually, bear with me for a second. I want to show you guys on an actual map of the Sword Coast where we are at. So give me a second. I'm gonna pull this right the heck up, and I'll show you guys what we're looking at. Incidentally, so what I'm pulling up here is a full screen, or not a full screen, a fully interactive map of the Sword Coast. And the last time I pulled this up was, I can't stop talking about the D&D movie, Honor Among Thieves, but it really is good. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just really like the movie. But all of the locations in Honor Among Thieves are super accurate, and so are the locations here in Baldur's Gate 3. So let me pull up a full screen here. We'll transition that over. Yeah, here we go. So here is a full map of the Sword Coast. See, down here is Baldur's Gate. If you played Baldur's Gate 1, here's Candlekeep where you start off. And then Baldur's Gate 2, a lot of it takes place in this area right in here. And so we... let's see... Elturel. Yeah, right here. So it's kind of unclear exactly where we are at on the Risen Road here, but this signpost just said that Baldur's Gate is to the west and Elturel is to the east. So we're somewhere in this area right in here. Although, actually, this river Keonthar, that is the... Let me jump back over here and I'll show you guys. That is the big, huge river that's going through right here. So we're on the north side of this river. I'm having the hardest time with custom markers. So yeah, we're somewhere along this area right in here. So yeah, in case y'all were wondering, that's what's going on. Let me switch back over to... Now y'all can see me again. I know y'all are super happy about being able to see my horrific, horrific, horrific face. All right. So that is Waukeen's Rest. That's our destination, but I am going to go right around the corner here because there's the Waukeen's Rest waypoint. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this Autumn Crocus. All right. So here is what we're going to do. This is a pretty delicate area. So I will be quick saving, and again, I'm not planning on save scumming, but I am going to quick save just in case.
What's inside?
So if it wasn't clear from my foreshadowing this last episode, there is a lot of fire going on at Waukeen's Rest.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. grant me the faith to face darkness without fear.
Yeah, Paladin, let the prayer finish. The dead should be honored as their oath commands.
Steel our blades and temper our hearts for the battles in this life and next.
And Paladin, to die for a cause is noble, but still tragic. I'm sorry.
He should never have been here in the first place. I'm the one that talked him into joining the Fist.
That survivor's guilt is rough, y'all. May I ask what happened here?
A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
Oh, and Shadowheart got some inspiration from that. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and loot a lot of this stuff before we get into...
Drowcraft armor. No magic left though. Sun's too bright.
I'll let Nerdad say his piece. Yeah, we're gonna loot a lot of the stuff out here before we get into the thick of it. And the thick of it is right. So this is actually a really interesting mechanic. Whoops. I clicked on, tried to loot a Flaming Fist mercenary, which you do not want to do. You can see here, like, the dead Goblin Raiders have regular old, well, actually, that's a Flaming Fist, that's a little odd. They have regular old, like, yellow chest symbols, but if you look at the Flaming Fist mercenary, it's red. I wasn't paying attention. You do not want to accidentally click on red stuff when you have people, at least when you have people watching you. So yeah, we'll keep on looting this stuff, in as much as we can take care of stuff. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do is here. Let me talk to these people here.
Can't you see the inn is burning? Help or get out of the way!
Kind of makes me feel bad for, you know, sitting there and looting while they're having trouble. Anyway.
We'll never put this fire out. You're better off helping anyone trapped inside.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick Astarion, and there's going to be a reason for us picking Astarion here. And what Astarion is going to do is he is going to drink an elixir of fire resistance. I've tried a couple of different ways to get through this whole area. I have gone grenade crazy with bottles of water trying to put fires out, but the mechanic in this is really fascinating because what it does is there will be little patches of fire that slowly expand out as time goes on, and it's really hard to put all that stuff out, especially when you have a limited amount of water to put out. You could rush through it and try to beat the fire, but that prevents you from gathering up everything that you need to gather up. This whole area is super intense, but by far the easiest way to do this is to drink an elixir of fire resistance, because again, so this will give me resistance to fire damage, but this is the key. You can no longer burn. That means I'm going to be able to walk right through the fire. This is such a huge deal. This is such an easy way to take care of this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drink this. And I will remind you guys, elixirs are really cool because elixirs last until your long rest. So you can start off the day by drinking the elixirs that you want to drink. In this case, it's a little bit custom what I needed, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll leave it with not taking it at the beginning of the day and taking it now. All right. So next up, I'm gonna have Nerdad talk to the people up here.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push!
What happened to this place? Grand Duke Ravengard, push against the wreckage, strength check, and let out a rallying cry as you help the fist push. Onward! Yeah, we're totally gonna do that. And oh, that's cool. You get advantage for being a paladin, because you know, this is right up your alley. Go ahead and add guidance here. Yeah. Roar! Yeah, you kick that door, dang it.
Inside, hurry! We don't have much time. Hello? Can you hear me?
All right. So now, this is going to go over to Astarion. And we're going to mostly ignore everything going on in this bottom room and go straight up to the top. Again, this is kind of timed. Not, like, fantastically timed, but kind of timed.
That door's radiating heat. Time for caution, I think.
Alright, so if you notice, there is a guy that is trapped in there. We can kind of see through this door. And he did mention that this door is radiating heat. We're going to ignore that for a second as well.
Not now.
Stop wasting time.
You're in my way.
Alright, fine, jeez. We are going to switch over to... main attacks. There we go. Come on. This would be so much easier with Nerdad. Because Astarion's just got, like, dinky little blades. He does his damage in other ways.
Come. I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Alright, now that she is rescued, we're going to come over in this direction. And we are going to go ahead and open up this door in here. I really should open this up with Mage Hand. That's the super, super safe way to take care of this. Oh.
Fresh air.
Forgot the rest of my team was standing right where the trigger's going to
Your
happen.
boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt.
Counselor.
Her dad's just sitting there like, I didn't do anything.
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Yuva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Baldur Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the manor and send for reinforcements.
The manor?
We
I don't know
must
what that
find
is.
the Duke.
It's a cool word, but...
On your Counselor.
The rest of you, count me dead. Take word of their sacrifice to the city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please,
Yo.
rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through?
I see. Why entrust this to me? You have others at your command. The Absolute's cult is based at Moonrise Towers. That's where they have taken the Duke. Who is this Duke Raven? Who is this Duke Ravengard? Baldurian. Ravengard's a champion of the people to Baldur's Gate. Baldurian, I owe no fealty to some upper city toff. That's good. I'll travel west and rescue Duke Ravengard. You'll have to find somebody else for the job. Paladin, on my oath, I will see Duke Ravengard rescues and his captors vanquished. I do like the Paladin options. They are very, very Paladin-y. But I'm going to go ahead and ask about all this stuff. So why entrust this to me? You have others at your command.
By the time aid arrives, it might be too late. You've the heart of a dragon and the will of a hero. Tell me I can count on you.
So it's kind of funny. She's saying here, you know, well, by the time help comes, it's probably going to be too late. But it's going to be a while before I get around to this. I'm going to do this one. Ravengard's a champion to the people of Baldur's Gate.
A champion indeed. He's the invisible force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him.
Interesting. The Absolute's cult is based at Moonrise Towers. I can't remember where I got this information from. I mean, like, I, the player, know that the Absolute's cult is based out of Moonrise Towers, but I can't remember where my character got this info. If y'all remember where he found this out, that'd be fantastic to know. It may have been a Speak with Dead session. I don't remember. I know. The Paladin options are Paladin-y, but like they really lean into it hardcore. I mean, like some of these are really like standard boilerplate like options. You know, like I'll travel west and rescue Duke Ravengard. I mean, like, that could be considered a paladin option, but, like, but no. With the paladin options, they lean into it hard. I mean, like, come on. On my oath, I will see Duke Ravengard rescue. It's great. And his captors vanquished. It's great. It's so good. It's so good. All right. The Absolute Cult is based at Moonrise Towers.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work.
I'm sure
This
that's
was
not
no
the case.
random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
And I'm absolutely doing this paladin option. On my oath.
Thank you. And should
Gale
your courage
approves.
falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist to work.
That's kind of weird. They had like a dual colon. All right. So this doesn't happen too terribly often, but we just finished up a quest, and we get an option for what we want to pick. You'll see this in other games. If any of you have ever played a game called Final Fantasy XIV, you'll see this sort of option a lot. I don't know if any of y'all have played that though. Still gaming at 4 a.m. Still on. Okay, yeah. So what we've got here is these are all electric items, and we kind of talked about this before, but I'm gonna re-hit this. So whenever you get lightning charges when you have something equipped that gives you lightning charges, and you do an attack, or there's some other like trigger, but the lightning charges, once you have them, it gives you a +1 to attack rolls, and you do an additional 1 damage on your attacks. And then once you have 5 charges, you deal an additional 1 to 8 lightning damage. So it's just flat out a little bit of extra accuracy and a little bit of extra damage, and every now and again it's a good little small burst of damage. Not huge, but it means a lot. It means a lot. So the options we've got here are a trident, and this is just flat out when you deal damage, and then when you deal damage with a spell or a cantrip. So it does specify you can't do like weapon damage with the spell sparkler. But I am actually going to take the spell sparkler. This is a pretty darn good little boost for Gale, who is a little lacking on the accuracy compared to somebody like Astarion, and also a little lacking on the damage again compared to somebody like Astarion. So this will help even him out, and under no circumstances am I going to give Astarion a longbow. I could use the trident. I don't really care too much, but the spell sparkler is really, really good on Gale. Still Gaming's awake. There she is. All right, here we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to play it safe and open this door from a distance, because I don't want to have to deal with the fallout here. Oh, geez. This might be a little rough, actually. Yeah, I'm working on it! Oof. I don't think I'm going to do enough damage to it here. Sturdy. Alright, there's this broken door over here. This should be... Yeah, oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot more chill here. So, here we go. So as soon as you open any of these doors, there are 3 doors into this area. As soon as you open any of them, there's a small explosion. It will do a pretty good amount of damage and knock you out. Or not knock you out, but knock you back. Okay. So there's this guy here.
Fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me!
Let's see. Let's do investigation. Oh, and Astarion is proficient in investigation. That's good. Yeah, we'll do that. That's a really high DC, though. Hey! I lucked out on that. I really didn't expect to make that. I was getting ready to burn some inspiration.
I think Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of
Like,
here?
come on. Yeah, come on, follow me. The door's that way. I've taken care of it. Get out of here. You're on your own. Come on, follow me. Bruh, get up. All right, come on. Oh, it's got 8 hit points. Yeah, we can get out of there.
Trust no one.
Let's go ahead and get. Oh, and a start. Oh man, burned all my actions and stuff. This is not great. This is not great. I'm gonna have to get him out of there. I could try to knock that door out. Yeah. I think that might be the way to go. Let's see. I'm gonna try to have him jump over Astarion and the fire. And you guys see how the fire is growing? Alright, my guy. Oop, nope, don't want you to move. I don't want you to move! Yeah. Good. Alright, cool. So that is the end of his turn. Oh, and everybody went into turn base, so we're gonna let them just chill for a sec. And Astarion's blinded. I don't really need to have Astarion
Small talk.
come with this guy, but I'm gonna have him do it anyway. Just in case. Oh, this guy can move quite a bit, actually. He might just have regular movement speed, but still. Where is dash? Oh my gosh! All right. You know, I use jump all the time, and I use stealth all the time. But even with having those two very frequently used things in place, I still kind of want a button for dash. And you might be able to do that. You can probably do that. Now that I'm saying that and thinking about that.
Despite everything.
Yeah. Alright, Astarion. Let's go ahead and dash. And let's also have you jump. I want you to lose HP though, my guy. Yeah. Have you jump over the banister like a cool kid. There we go. In turn. I think this guy is gonna have to. Oh no, he should be okay. He should be okay. It is kind of funny. They do position a whole bunch of like water barrels everywhere, just in case you want to try to take care of the fire with these huge water barrels, but still not nearly enough water barrels for getting through this place. All right, my guy. Let's go ahead and dash again. Oh, I should have had him jump just to get him a little bit of extra movement speed. It's all good. And yup. And we should be good. Again, I cannot tell you how difficult this whole place is without that elixir of fire resistance. So whenever you come into this area, make sure you have an elixir of fire resistance. I think you can get one pretty early on at the Harper cache. I believe that's where we found that.
Let's get going.
Oh, whoops.
Someone there?
Let's have him move, and this should pull him out.
Here we go. Quick step.
Yeah, you can jump over fire. It's like walking on coals. It's like walking on coals. Alright, I think whenever I end turn with all these guys, we'll be done.
What's next, I wonder?
He slaughtered everyone. Mary.
Teachers care when we would be reckless.
Mary!
Can't give up now.
All right, my guy.
Mary! Mary!
Miri, who are you looking for? Ooh, and save your breath. There aren't any survivors.
My wife. She was outside when the goblins came. She was wearing a green blouse, brown hair, about this tall. Have you seen her?
You married someone taller than you, dude. Sorry, I haven't, but I can look for her.
Thank you. She can't have gone far.
You say that. All right. So now that everyone inside has been saved, spoiler alert in case some of you were hoping that Miri was still around, we are going to go and loot the ever-loving crap out of this place. And again, totally fine, and we can do it as chill as we want to because Astarion has that, says that fire resistance elixir on it. But we are going to start in this area right here. This account. Oh. So Astarion is blinded in this area, but it's actually the player's pretty blinded too. It's really hard to see what's going on in this area. You can, I believe, wait. Like if you come back here after a long rest, the fire will have, you know, burned itself out, and you could just come and loot stuff at will, I think. But here is the reason that I wanted Astarion, and that is this gilded chest. So I need the lockpick. Ooh, DC 20. Yikes. Oh, I have 23 thieves tools, so I'm just gonna try that again. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And hammer raft. See, when the wearer jumps, they deal 1 to 4 thunder damage in a 10-foot radius upon landing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. No, stealing isn't against my oaths. I mean, the fire was going to take it anyway, so I mean, I don't see what the big deal is.
Well, hello.
But we are going to take as much stuff as we possibly can out of this area. Chest. This is a little hard to see. Like, we can't see things that aren't immediately by us, so it's going to be a little rough to get a hold of all these good items that we need to grab. You know, good items like this cup. Gold is gold, y'all. Gold is gold. Can he see himself in the mirror?
I don't need a reflection to know this looks fabulous.
Oh, Astarion. Alright, I'm gonna go back into this main room, double check that nothing else is in here. Because, again, it's really hard to see what's happening. That bed, like, burst, and now the... now the mattress is all messed up. Ah, cool, and there's some stuff on this table. I think there is a chance that some of these items that you can grab are going to be destroyed if you wait too long. So you don't want to, you know, just chill and take your dear sweet time. You do want to get stuff before the fire gets it. Which is why I checked that big, huge flaming room first. All of the other stuff has these little patches of fire that are going to slowly expand, but they are pretty slow to expand, so we have a little bit of extra time to take care of those. But that conflagration room, that one's a rough one. Ooh, bucket over here, definitely need to pick that up. Ooh, torch, nailed it. That's some good stuff. That actually looks like a really flimsy floor. I wonder if that's going to break here in a little bit. Oh no, you're blinded. What are we gonna do? Ooh, that's closing that one. That's good. And I don't know, so in inns, in D&D, and actually in inns in Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2, you could pick the quality of inn room that you got from the inns, and you couldn't really, I mean, I guess you could see like what the inn rooms looked like, but I like that they kept with that style, because this is like the this is the mass occupation room in here. I mean, just lots of bunk beds, everything's tightly in here. And I appreciate that the government worker that we saved was staying in one of these, you know, like mass occupancy rooms. Because as government employees, you would, in modern days, you would have to, you know, stay in pretty rough stuff sometimes. At least that's the ideal. That's the idea. Alright. Again, more reasons why we needed a star unit room. Ooh, DC 18, jeez. Those are pretty rough doors. Oop. Hit the wrong button there. I love that he ran away from the vase so that he could loot it. That's good. That's good, Astarion. I also recently learned that you can do the take all button by hitting space, which is just delightful. Just delightful. Give me just 1 second, guys. I am... Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. And that woman out there is still praying. It's pretty cool. I like the way the religious people are portrayed in this. They give them like this caring devotion, and it's nice. It's really easy to make like.
That might be worth a look.
What might be worth a look? What? What? Is that? This is another issue that I have. Sometimes when you do these perception checks and you're successful, and they're like, "Oh, I'm really glad I saw that. It's super important that I noticed that. I'm so glad I saw it." And then you as the player have no idea what they're talking about, like at all. Let's see. I think we are done in this area now. Oh, actually. Burlap sack. Oh, look at all the rags in there. Oh, definitely needed that. Okay, we are going back into the main area here. So that should be it for the 2 rooms. Although, is there anything out here? I don't think that there is. Might be able to do some jumping around, but we don't need to. Oh, there's a row of books right there that we don't have. Astarion, come on, bro. Cool. It's making all these noises like he's, you know, in this horrific condition, but he's just blinded. You can deal with that, my guy. I like the layout of this inn. It's pretty cool. Was there a book that I missed? Let me know if there was a book that I missed. I'm not sure if I did. How's he doing on encumbrance? Oh, he's got plenty of weight space. Plenty of weight space. And we're gonna take that. Always look on the walls for these portraits. These portraits actually sell pretty darn well. Yeah, like it's 2 pounds and 35 gold. That's cash money, you guys. So always look on the walls, because you're never looking at the walls and they don't like automatically highlight. So look on the walls for those portraits. Oh, I didn't miss anything? Alright, cool. I rely on you guys to be my extra set of eyes and ears here. So if there is something I missed, you call it out in chat, dang it all. Let me know. Look at all the stuff. Let me grab the stuff. There we go. And these, like, mugs of alcohol and bottles of alcohol will also work for... Astarion, where are you going, my guy? Oh, my gosh. I think he was going to go outside to try to grab this painting. Jeez. Anyway, these bottles of alcohol will work as camp supplies, so you can grab those. Dude, Astarion. We'll go outside in a little bit to try to get him to get that stuff. You guys think that that's an ornate table, or is that like backgammon? It'd be kind of cool if that was backgammon. I remember reading at some point that backgammon is like the oldest game that's still played regularly by people on the face of the planet. Like it's like thousands of years old or something. Something crazy. Oh, look at that. We should start a fire, shouldn't we? What is collapsing over here? My gosh. Ooh, loot. Grab that loot. There's a wine goblet that I missed. Oh, and there's a carafe of wine behind it. Jeez, y'all. I'm slacking off. I gotta know these things. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is that a, that's a holder for fire tools. That's great. Little pile of firewood. Just the little details like that make me happy. They did such a good job with this game. Oh man, still tons of stuff to grab. This is all important. This is all important. And again, I will reemphasize, like, part of the reason this is so important to loot all of this stuff is because we're not going to be stealing, like, pickpocketing a whole bunch in this run through. So because of that, we need to pick up like everything that we can and sell all that stuff so that we have plenty of gold to buy all the stuff that we need, because we're gonna need a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, thinking about it, one thing that we should have done that we did not do is Auntie Ethel, when she is still in the druid... Astarion, are you in the middle of the table, my guy? Hey, that's one way to grab stuff, I guess. Auntie Ethel, when she is still in the druid enclave, she sells an elixir of hill giant strength, and as you go into camp and do rest and stuff, she will renew her stocks of the elixir of hill giant strength. And so that actually, if you hardcore stock up on those elixirs, you can respec one of your heavy strength classes to have like no strength at all, and you just drink an elixir of hill giant strength like every single morning. And that'll free you up for a lot of distribution of your stat points. Let's see. Lots of stuff in this room here. Kind of weird that wooden trunk is like in the wall. Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. You wanna be a wooden trunk in a wall? I'm not one to judge. That's your thing, man. Go for it. So again, lots of stuff in this area. We're gonna go around the outside and then we'll go in through the middle, and just systematically take everything that we can. Sometime around here, we are going to have to move a lot of this stuff over to Nerdad, just because a lot of this stuff, especially like the food and stuff, is food and stuff. That's a Parks and Rec thing. Especially the food and stuff can be really, really weighty. But you know, there is something peaceful about slowly going through a burning-in building and looting it for everything it is worth. See, the justification here is that, well, it was all going to go down in a fire anyway, so, I mean, you weren't using it. Pot, Cooking pots, I'm really iffy about. Because they weigh a ton, I believe, and they're really not that... Yeah. So, my cutoff point for the value of items is if the weight to selling, like, their sell value is more than 1, it's not worth it. So, in this case, the weight's 4, it's only 2 gold, it's gone. It's out. Forget it. And I'm more stringent on things that weigh a lot. Like, 4 pounds is freaking a lot, guys. Food and stuff is the best store. It's so true. Got another Parks and Rec fan. Where I get my food. And most of my stuff. Oh, cooking pot, no! I want no freaking cooking pot. Drop that thing. See, the good stuff is if you ever get, like, silverware and silver plates and stuff like that, that's the money stuff. How about an iron pan? What's that? What's that worth? Oh, see? Greater than 1 weight to cost ratio. That's out. It's gone. I dropped that cooking pot and now it's like on fire. Alright, I think that is just about it for the outside. Oh no, there's this whole little area right over here. And again, you guys see how much fire I am walking through right now? This elixir of fire resistance is so good. Like, it is worth it just for this one part right here. But it actually does have a lot of uses throughout the rest of the game. Like, fire is a super common damage type. And stuff is always trying to burn you up. Oh, there's more stuff inside there. Like this metal fork. Hey guys, don't let me forget to grab that portrait that was on the wall that Astarion was trying to, like, run outside to grab. Because I need that. I need that stuff, dang it. Here's the bread table. This is like their morning breakfast, continental breakfast thing, yeah. So, y'all, I am thinking about... I was thinking before about switching the difficulty over to Tactician, which is the hardest difficulty mode. And I have now have PTSD from that Spider Queen Matriarch fight. That made me think, maybe this isn't the best of ideas. But, I'm thinking about doing it again. Portrait. Thanks, Still Gaming. So yeah, let me know in the chat if y'all think I should switch over to Tactician mode. I feel a little bit more confident in doing Tactician mode with this killer build that Astarion's on right now. I will feel a little bit more confident once we get up to level 5, because then Astarion's going to have an extra attack every round. Which is going to be really big. And I missed Destitute Clothes, oh my goodness. How embarrassing. And a fish head! I need a fish head! How'd I miss a fish head? Oh, and there's a burlap sack down there. Missed that too. I missed that comment. The good thing about the fire is that the food should all be cooked. Yes. Oh, you wanted your steak well done? Well, what luck. That's the only steak we have. Oh, tragedy's hilarious. Alright, I think that is it for the main part of the inn. But, there are these side parts as well. Oh, and there's Baron trying to find his wife. Pretty rough. But, oh, that was kind of gross. Soap bar, all right. Oh yeah, this is like the bathhouse portion of everything. So yeah, you got soap bars. You have a little like shower screen, and charred corpses. Yeah, a little little tub here. It takes away from the horror of having the charred corpses on the ground. Let's see. Examine this. What do we got in here? I want to eat some of that. That looks delicious. It doesn't actually look delicious. I was lying there. It's not very paladin of me, I guess. So I'm not going to grab these wooden tubs either. These wooden tubs, I think, are same situation. Too heavy for the amount of money that I'll make from them. Oh, and we hit that encumbered mark. So what we're going to do is... Wow, not a lot of... These are all camp supplies, it looks like. So... Wait, did I sort them by type or by weight? This looks like it's sorted by type. But regardless, that'll help. I need to send all this stuff to camp anyway. That'll get rid of a good amount of... Yeah. So, cutting board, I'm going to send this just right over to Nerdad. That's out of the way. Hammercraft, I'll go ahead and send that to Gale. I don't anticipate wanting to use this. When the wearer jumps, they deal 1 to 4 thunder damage upon landing. That is kind of cool. That kind of changes your whole playstyle. I mean, but I jump a lot with Nerdad anyway. Oh, but it's two-handed. It's two-handed. I'm not using two-handed stuff on Nerdad. I might keep that for Lae'zel, actually, and pass that over to her. I think that's a good idea. Pig's Head. Pig's Head is interesting. It's only 4 camp supplies, but it is 6 freaking pounds. That is huge, so that gets sent to camp. Roughly cut ham is another really heavy one. That gets sent right to camp. I'll repeat this. For all of your camping supply stuff, you don't need it on you. Like, you can actually use your camping supplies when it is in the traveler's chest in your camp. And so just keep it in your camp. You never ever have to pull it out. Oh, hey, Lanimus. It's good to see you again, man. We got a good little gang going here. All right, I think that we are done with this little section. We're gonna go ahead and go up the stairs and see if we can find any tragedies. Well, there's some liquor, and that's good. Oh, there's a candle. I didn't want to turn the candle on. And hey, look, it's a dead woman with a green blouse. You know what? With him, with her husband not there, I think I'm gonna go and try to speak with Dead with her. Wait, who do I have to speak with Dead with? Oh, that's Gale. Whoops.
Directly.
Hey, Gale. We need you, man.
Step by step.
Oh, actually, I can move this amulet over to somebody else because whenever you do the sorry, Lanimus, I didn't mean to. Whenever you do the whole skill check series with the Necromancy of Thay book, you learn Speak with Dead at the end of that. And so right now Gale has got 2 Speak with Deads. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over to... we'll do it on Shadowheart. And now he's got just the one that he perma-learned. So whenever you try to do Speak with Dead when her husband's there, he's... Like, you do this whole dramatic, like... And you lift up your hand, and the husband's like, please stop. I am mourning actively right now. Please stop. Do not do that. Let's see. Did you have any valuables nearby? I probably will ask her that, actually. Yeah, we'll do Who Are You? And I asked her that because I figured it would update the journal. Updated my journal. Did you have any valuables nearby? This seems like a horrible thing to ask.
Dowry for sister in barn.
Why were you at the inn?
From Eltergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding.
That's rough, buddy. Was that my fourth question? I think that was my fourth question.
Finding husband Benrin.
Oh, this is rough. This is rough.
Door locked. Trapped. Fire.
Oh, I did have one more question. Yeah, she died trying to save her husband. There are parts in Baldur's Gate that are like gut-wrenching. Where is Benrin?
Inside room. Top floor.
I wish
The spell's power.
I wish you could tell the corpse at very least. No, it's okay. He's okay. But you can only ask it questions. All right. Well, that was informative. I'm gonna move Gale back outside and just get him out of the way.
Don't touch me.
I would normally take that gold, but I feel really bad. I'm just gonna leave it.
Brown hair, green dress. Looks like we found Miri.
Oh, see, Astarion
Exactly
actually.
as described, apart from being dead.
I was gonna say, like, Astarion actually sounds like, oh, looks like we found her, and then the next line totally ruined it. Apart from being dead. I'm so funny.
Into my pocket.
All right, let's finish looting up this. Oh, we need to go to the other side too, on the east side of, like, the equivalent side on the east side. And I think that is just about it. We'll. Oh, no, not go on the bed. We'll just loot all this stuff. So Benren was on the other side of this door right here. So that's why she is up here trying to save him. And yeah, we're gonna leave that.
So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Okay. So let's go ahead and go back down the steps. And we are going to go over here. Oh, and there are a good number, yeah, a good number of things that we need to speak with Dead on in this area. And I don't think there are any dead corpses inside the inn anymore. I think we got both people out, and those were the only two. So I think it's just the people in this area. Oh, and actually, I'll talk to Benrin.
Miri! Miri!
Miri, who are you looking for?
My wife. She was outside.
Should have had
when the
Nerdad do
goblins
this
came.
since he already had like this
She was wearing a
conversation.
green blouse,
Yeah, bro.
brown hair, about this tall. Have you seen her?
I found her body.
No. It can't be. I need to see.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
So is it done?
All right, to get in here. No, actually, let's go ahead and get this base real quick. Here, I'm gonna have Nerdad go and talk to this guy. Nerdad seems like a better choice for comforting the mourning than Astarion. Like, Nerdad's, you know, holy, he's paladin, he's righteous, he's perfect for, like, I understand, but she died. She died in a noble attempt at things. Astarion would just be like, what a beautiful neck you have. Yeah. Save real quick.
Miri. No. Gods, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
Ooh, this is a good... Should I do this? She was trying to get back to you? Because it might comfort him. It also might make him feel super guilty. But anyway, how did you two get separated? It wouldn't have made a difference. She was trying to get back to you. And yeah, Nerdad, I'm trying to play him as righteously as possible, which means that when his back is turned, there is the issue of Astarion biting and stealing everything around him. Lae'zel's pretty evil too, honestly. Like, Gith Yankee, I believe in D&D rules, like a standard Gith Yankee is going to be lawful evil, according to, like, you know, the monster manual of D&D. So I think that Lae'zel is also supposed to be lawful evil in this. They actually make a point not to do alignments in this game, and that bugs me on one level, but I do kind of like it because I am a little over-judgy of the evil aligned characters, but if I don't know that they're evil aligned, I'm a little bit more willing to have them in my party and just frown menacingly whenever they do stuff that I don't agree with. Yeah, let's do this. How did you two get separated?
I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
Let's see, about that dowry, I know where it is. And this isn't on you. There's no way you could have known. Count your blessings. At least you're still alive. We're gonna do this isn't on you. There's no way you could have known. Although that's a special piece of information. I think I'm just gonna do this.
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry.
Bro's evilest.
Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
I'm super biased against people who broadcast their evility. Didn't you say something about a dowry?
It's for a sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left.
All right. Oh, I need that. I thought I picked that book up. That's interesting. All right. So let's get Nerdad back out here, and we flip back over to Astarion and see how he's doing on his adventures. Immune to piercing damage. Oh, dang.
Moving.
Okay, so if it's immune to piercing damage, Astarion can't damage it because that's all he does is piercing. So I'm gonna firebolt the crap out of this, but it is a wine barrel, so it might do some explodey stuff. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, didn't explode. That's great.
Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
All right. There is actually a lot of like books and stuff that I've picked up that I need to double check on. So it's called like case file 846 or something like that. This was in the room of the magistrate that we rescued. So Baldur's Gate versus Flynn Silver. Case for prosecution. Master Silver did, with forethought and without malice, kill William Lister and Simon Simi Trent at their home as part of an ungodly ritual to honor the dead three, or one of the dead three, the gods Bane, Baal, and Miracle. The Bane, Baal, and Miracle, those are major players in the Baldur's Gate series. Case for the defense. Quote, I don't know nothing about any gods. All I know is Bill and Simi were trying to cut me out of our deal, and they got what they had coming. But those symbols and stuff, and how their guts was arranged, I don't know nothing. Verdict, guilty. Sentence, death commuted to banishment so as to not anger higher powers. Oop, there's a charred corpse that I missed there too. 13 gold, heck yes. Gold, gold, gold. Need as much gold as we can. Later in the game, you are going to be like swimming in gold, but in Act 1 it is a little slim, especially if you are not pickpocketing. There's a loading screen that says something like, pickpocketing is the key or easy path to fortunes beyond description. Nope. Yeah. So this burrow hole there. And that loading screen is not kidding. Like, if you want easy gold in this game, pickpocketing is the way to go. And actually, if you want to get really good at pickpocketing, like, I mean, so the one problem that Baldur's Gate 3 has with pickpocketing, and with skills in general, is a deviation from D&D rules where you can fail a skill check if you roll a 1. Like, no matter what your bonuses are, if you roll a 1, that's it. Skill check is over. Same thing with a 20. If you roll a 20, you automatically succeed. In D&D, that is the case for attack rolls, but it is not the case for skill checks. So if you have an enormous number of bonuses and you roll a 1 in tabletop D&D, it doesn't matter. You can still win that roll. In Baldur's Gate, if you roll a 1, you are hosed. So if you're pickpocketing and you roll a 1, you are in serious trouble. Because whoever you're pickpocketing is going to immediately notice. They're immediately going to call you out. You might have to, spend some time in jail or start a fight or whatever. Halflings, though, if you want to make a rogue and you don't want to have Astarion be the rogue of the party, if you make a halfling rogue, halflings have a racial trait called Lucky, which whenever they roll a 1, they get to immediately re-roll that roll. That turns the chance that you are going to roll a 1 from a 1 in 20 chance to a 1 in 400 chance, which is awesome. So yeah, if you want to be a crazy pickpocketer, and just a crazy rogue in general, like, I mean a really good rogue, pick halfling. Because that lucky feat works so well on, like, a rogue's stealth checks and sleight of hand checks and what have you. It is also worth noting that those sleight of hand checks, the critical failure stuff will also screw you over whenever you're trying to do, like, lock picking and trap disarming and all kinds of stuff like that. So I missed a survival check, or I failed a survival check, which I'm assuming was a pile of dirt somewhere. So I'm gonna steal Nerdad's shovel, and we're gonna try to have Astarion, like, start digging in random spots and see if we can't find that. Oh, and. Oh, dang it. No. I saw it a second ago. There we go. Don't know where he is going. I'm gonna let it play out. We're gonna see where Astarion goes to pick up this stupid freaking portrait. But if you guys notice, like, the fire has spread a little bit. Come on, grab it. He couldn't have just done this while he was inside the room, huh? Alright, this is a recruitment poster. A man and woman stand side by side in armor, emblazoned with a red fist surrounded by flames. Find pride and purpose in the flaming fist. Join today and protect Baldur's Gate. Led by Grand Duke Uldur Ravengard himself, you'll be tasked with guarding the city streets, protecting its people, and upholding the laws that govern us. Speak to any of our friendly fists throughout the city, or visit our headquarters at the Sea Tower of Baldur to find out how you can blaze a new career path today. For a recruitment poster, that last line, the blaze a new career, because, you know, they're the flaming fist, that's good. That's good. Whoever they got for the, for the copy editing on that, they did a good job. All right. I'm going to do a quick once-over, make sure there are no other portraits that I missed. Because, again, I never look at the walls. Although, there are some bottles over there that I missed. See? Totally worth checking this out. Sorry, I had to put you guys on mute there for a second, because, you know, I was coughing. If you guys want me to cough on stream, let me know in the chat or in the comments. Don't do that. Don't actually say that. I would appreciate that. Good, thanks. All right. So now we're in this area over here, but we actually need someone who can speak with animals here in a second. But we don't at the moment.
Very nice. And to think, I was expecting a needle.
All right, so this is where the dowry was. We got a silver ingot, 51 gold, and a dowry ring. That's where his wife hid it. So we will be able to go back over to him and hand this back to him. But first, no, not but first. So I'm going to pass these two things over to Nerdad. And I'm going to need Nerdad to come back down here anyway, since he's the one with Speak with Animals, and we're going to do that here in a second.
More interesting times.
But first, we're going to head up here.
Best be on my way.
Talk to the poor guy. And we'll go ahead and save. Don't give in to advertisement. I know, it's good. It's good ad copy though. It's good ad copy. That's good marketing. I found this chest. I think it's yours. I found the dowry here. I'll just do that.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you.
Show enough,
I
bro.
need some time alone with her to say goodbye.
All right, so that is that quest totally completed. So it's pretty amazing. We in a single episode of this stream, we both started and finished a quest. I don't know if we do that too terribly often. All right, next up, I've got to get Nerdad across this fire, and I am not super happy with our options for doing that. I think we can go out the window here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way to go. Problem with that is he doesn't have a way back out. The thing is, when you get your guys into a situation that they can't really get out of, all hope is not lost. You can still just teleport to a waypoint. Oh, he's gonna take 5 damage off of that? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But I think that is my only option, unless I want to take 5 damage out of the fire. Well, no. Okay, hang on. We can be smarter about this. Gale has Featherfall. We can just do Featherfall. So take off that, add on Featherfall, and let's get Gale into position. So I'll be honest, I kind of forgot that the book, the Necromancy of Fae, gives you the Speak with Dead spell. I just gave it to Gale because he's super excited about books and stuff. But I am really glad that it is Gale, because this whole Speak with Dead thing is really advantageous when you can disguise self, because that is going to allow Gale to chat with anybody at any time, even if he killed the heck out of them. All right, and their dad is now in position. Gonna loot this ox and loot this barrel over here. And there's a dead goblin raider.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Monsters everywhere. Kill.
Poor puppy. Look at me. I am not a monster. I am a man. Get some guidance on that. Yeah, DC 5. That was an easy one.
No, you're not. They were small like you, but uglier. I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend.
Got a little ox throwing some shade. Jeez. That's all right. What happened here?
An attack. Monsters. Little ones and taller ones. They took the shiny one. He killed many.
Did you kill the goblin in the stable?
Yes. It was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming.
Oh, jeez. That's a pretty intense little ox there. I made him stop screaming. That's great. Do you know the dead ox outside?
Him? He was the biggest. Now I'm the biggest.
Oh, jeez. This ox is a sociopath. Holy crud. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's good. That's good. Just be taller. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, looking more into the races and everything, there are some really, really good options. But I am still really happy that I picked a gold dwarf for Nerdad. Like, those extra HP are critical. All right.
Something good here, I hope.
Someone's moving around in there.
Okay. So, I did this a little out of order from the ideal way to go about doing this, and kind of on purpose, because there isn't anything to kill in here. There's just a lot of good loot and some decent XP from dealing with this, and it doesn't really matter what your level is. I mean, it would absolutely matter if you didn't have an elixir of fire resistance, but the elixir of fire resistance makes this entire area completely easy and completely meaningless or completely trivial to take care of. I'm going to hold off on going into that door. Oh, and actually you can see that guy in there. I'm going to hold off on going into that door because I need to do another area first before I go in there. And it's pretty important that I do. It's pretty important. It's complicated. Basically, you need to get permission to go in there. And once you're in there, there is a vendor inside of the that area that will sell an item that I would like to get a hold of. So with this right now, I'm going to go ahead and have Nerdad teleport to the waypoint. Just because, again, he's kind of stuck in that area and he can't get out without taking some pretty serious damage. And with that, I think Astarion is done with everything at Joaquin's Rest. Oh, the one extra thing that we do need to do is we need to have Nerdad talk to, or I guess not Nerdad, we need to have Gale talk to the corpses around here.
Ready and willing.
That Mephit, man.
To new
Oh no, sorry, that's not a Mephit, that's a Quasit. Tell the bull not to be Lollapellist. That's good. Again, that's good life advice. That's good life advice. All right, Goblin Raider. Let's see what info you got.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
All right. see, who are you? That's always a thing. What were you doing at the inn? Where were you trying to take the Duke? Why were you after the Duke? Was your mission successful? How did you die? A lot of questions. I'm gonna hold off on doing who are you. I don't think that's super necessary, but we will do what were you doing at the inn.
Raiding, burning, killing.
Waste of a question. Where were you trying to take the Duke?
Take prisoners to Moonrise.
Why were you after the Duke?
Absolute. Wants him.
Interesting. Was your mission successful?
The corpse remains silent.
Oh.
It does not know.
All right. He would have died before the mission was successful, so yeah, he doesn't know. How did you die?
Fell. Dagger. Neck. Stupid.
Oh, poor little guy. He just wants
Spells
glory in
power
battle.
wanes. You can
He
ask
killed
no
him.
more questions.
It was self-inflicted friendly fire, to quote Community. Oh man. All right, here we go. Next up.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
All right. I'll bet this was the raid successful. I bet that's going to be another one that he's not going to know. But we'll do how did you die?
Archer. Roof. Should have seen.
Yeah, we'll do who are you?
Zayren.
Drow love their S sounds. Like there's no reasonable language that would have an S and an S and then a Z. What was your profession?
Male.
What the crud? Yeah. we got community quotes in the chat. Oh man. Where are you from?
From Sharmuth. Before the Absolute.
We still have a question left. So yeah, was the raid successful?
The corpse remains silent.
Yeah.
It does not know.
And that should be it.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I don't know if I have ever seen blood in somebody's hair. But like, this game treats blood and hair almost like it's like bright red highlights. Like I'll forget that I'll be in combat, and I'll take a look at somebody or like one of my characters, and I'm like, I don't remember them having red highlight. Oh, that's blood. Oh, this is the Flaming Fist instead of one of the bad guys.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Let's see. What happened to the Duke?
The corpse remains silent.
Okay, yeah.
She doesn't know.
All right, fine. Do you know of any survivors?
Or dying.
Who are you?
Gauntlet. Marilla. Flaming Fist.
Where are you from?
Baldur's Gate.
That's the name of the game. Well, it was only 4 questions, wasn't it? Are they gonna do like a? I don't know. I'm not gonna reference the Baldur, the D&D movie anymore. That's it. That was my last time. Oh, there's another. It's another lootable corpse over there.
Well, hello. There. A quick
I didn't see that one. A gold and a pair of tongs. Awesome. All right. So now. What we're going to do is we're going to get everybody except for Astarion out of this area.
Dull moment. Time to press ahead.
You'll
Just care
never
when we would be
guess why.
Such a certainty when we would have doubt. So it's
Oh, I never had Astarion try digging in that area. I need to do that first. Unfortunately, he should still have that shovel, so we'll have him do that. Oh, I didn't look at this area either. See if there's any good stuff in here. No, no good stuff at all. What is this place? What is going on here? This is ridiculous. When people are having a tragedy, I expect to be able to loot all of their stuff. Dang it all. Alright. So Astarion has a couple things to take care of. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and mark this hut. Just to remind me later on that I need to come back there. So, whenever I see people in real life when they have red highlights, I should ask them if it's just blood in their hair. Oh, what blood type really gets that vibrant red color? It sounds great. Sounds great. We'll just call this shack. It's probably not a shack. I mean, it looks pretty intact, but we'll call it shack. And yeah, Astarion, whoever has the shovel can do the digging. So yeah, we will. Oh my gosh, he has so much junk.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was somewhere around here. Actually, let me see if I can pull this out to Mahatmar. Yeah. That'll make it a little bit easier.
Nothing but dirt. Nothing interesting buried here. No use digging here.
Oh, darn it.
No use digging here.
I wonder if
We'll try this.
this was just some other perception check that he missed out on.
Nothing but dirt.
I know, it's what I'm looking for, dang it. Alright, I guess there's not a dirt mound in this area, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. I like having dirt mounds because, you know, loot.
So it is spoken, and so is it done.
I love the way Scottish accents say done. So is it done. It's good. All right.
On tippy toes.
Do. 17 gold. I wonder if I can loot this guy. Probably not. You know what I could do, though? Hey, Gil, my partner in crime. Come here. Oh, whoops. Ungroup him. All right, cool.
Over there.
Let me work my magic.
Hey, Gil, come over here.
May it please, Mistra.
So this is another kind of neat pickpocketing trick.
Great guard helm.
If you talk to somebody.
I promise my shield and my sword, Vigilant One. Let them be my courage.
You can switch character. And you see, like, previously she was kneeling over in front of this guy. And now she is facing Gale because she is technically still in conversation with Gale right now. So, I'm going to have Astarion sneak. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's nothing worth grabbing. I feel bad about it. I'm not going to grab it. We're done. But I am going to get the heck out of her line of sight before I'm going to have Astarion unstealth. And we back over to Gale. My condolences to you.
He should never have been here in the first place.
This is
I'm
just
the one that
rehashing
talked
the
him into
conversation we had before. Okay.
Very well.
And just real quick, I'm gonna go up this ladder. I've never been up on the roof of this place. I'm gonna see what we got up here. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna have somebody who's jumpy come up here. Oh, Nerdad. Man, this is all out of order now. There we go. All right.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Hey, yep. Have him jump over here. Let's see. Jump up here. So I wonder if this is another good way of dealing with the fire. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of this would be. But hey, it's roofs. And I've been I've been exposed to Assassin's Creed 2 a little bit lately, so I'm in the mood to run across, you know, like clay slate roofs. I mean, for real, this does actually look like a lot of the roofs in Assassin's Creed 2. So, you know, pretty nice. Climb the medieval Kugane. I don't know, I wouldn't call this like medieval Kugane, it's more like Mediterranean Kugane. I guess this is another way for him to get over there, but we'll keep checking this whole area out. Yeah, bunch of nothing. All right.
Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt.
So, I could have Gale come over and do Featherfall, but instead of that, I'm just gonna have him teleport right to the waypoint, just right down there, which is almost literally closer to the group than than if he had actually gone across the roof. Okay, so with streaming Assassin's Creed, whenever I go back into, you know, streaming GOAT games, which I would like to continue and everything. Maybe Assassin's Creed would be on the list. My issue with Assassin's Creed is that, like, so Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood are awesome, awesome games. Like, they are just fantastic. But from there, like, Assassin's Creed 3 is pretty rough. Assassin's Creed 4, okay, sorry, I should specify. Assassin's Creed 4 is incredible. That game is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful game. Mayhap the best in the series. My only issue with Assassin's Creed 4 is that there aren't, like, big cities to go explore. And that was, like, my favorite thing of games like Assassin's Creed, you know, Brotherhood and 2 and stuff. So, yeah. Did I get that in a winner? I did. All right. So from here, I think we're going to hold off, and we're going to go ahead and head back to the Blighted Village, and we're going to go into the Goblin Camp. And some of you who are aware of Baldur's Gate 3, or at very least have been looking at the map, and you see this big, huge, like, you know, like quest marker up here, you will say, why aren't you grabbing Karlach? Karlach is a little bit of a fan favorite, but the problem with Karlach is there is some heavy language with getting her. And I'm trying to avoid the heavy language for as long as possible, because I do want I want Baldur's Gate, my live stream of Baldur's Gate, to be as family friendly as possible. I mean, yeah, there are some pretty grotesque things occurring in Baldur's Gate.
Bloody hells. Literally.
I'll let them talk.
Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you
Didn't
make
mean
of
to
him?
talk, but probably after these major events, I should actually talk to the characters regularly because they do sometimes have like pretty good insight. Okay, so help is help no matter the source. Honestly, I'm not so sure. He's a devil. We shouldn't trust him. Simple as that. And I'm going to go with that because, you know, that's the paladin-y answer.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
Okay, Shar worshipper. Easy. Jeez. All right, I've changed my mind. Perhaps we should trust Raphael. I must admit, I'm feeling less sure all of a sudden. And I'm not going to just change my mind. We can't trust Raphael. Enough about me. What do you think is best? I do want to go dating sim with Shadowheart here. So I'm kind of thinking about the best way to go about doing this. Yeah, we'll do enough about me. What do you think is best?
I'll tell you in due course.
That's the appropriate
I
response.
just wanted to see how close we are in thinking, first of all.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my mind. We can't trust Raphael.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. He's clever. My order uses the same tactic when dealing with enemies of Shah.
That's a
You don't
red
need a
flag,
scourge
hun.
or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
Let's see. I'm glad I made the right decision then. Who are Shar's enemies? Who receives this treatment? Incidentally, like looking back on this dialogue, that's some high quality writing. I really like this. Like, you know, you don't need a scourge or a rack to break people, and fear and self-doubt are sufficient. When the actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for the torturer. That's high quality writing. Like that is how you do some psychological manipulation, and I think it kind of indicates a little bit of Shadowheart's history and where her mental state is. All right, so who are Shar's enemy who received this treatment? I didn't realize you were so well-versed in mental and emotional torment. And I think I detected a note of admiration in your voice. I'm going to do that one.
I respect his craft. As should you. Watch out for that devil.
Let's see. You know what? It's dating sim, right? I can't help but feel you and I may have missed a chance to connect. Truly connect.
I think I know what you mean. There's an undeniable rapport, and yet we haven't made time for each other. Time alone.
Dating sim.
If you like. I know a place.
I'd like that.
Not
just lead the way.
just yet. Let's choose our moment. Some quiet night, when the others are asleep and there's no distractions. I'll come for you.
Easy there, Tiger. All right. You know what? So I'm going to take a moment and talk to everybody else as well.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. And this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
Baldur's Gate has historically always been a dating sim when it comes down to it. It's a dating sim with magic missile and bows and arrows. And you might be right, we have no luck so far. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. He's not. We still have options. If you want to sell your soul, be my guest. Yeah, he's not. We still have options.
Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait, nonsense. He's playing with us. Cazador, my old master, liked to toy with people too. Let them think there was hope right until the end. Until he snatched it all away. Creatures like them don't play games. Unless they know they can win.
And again, we're kind of getting into hints about his backstory as well. Incidentally, Cazador in Spanish means hunter. We're not his playthings. We'll show him that.
Maybe.
Oh, got some approval.
But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.
All right. So the dilemma that I've got with this situation here is that... So I'm about to approach a goblin camp. The goblins, again, have that mandate that if they encounter a true soul, they're supposed to let them pass. But I already used up my illithid command power already once today. So I'm debating... Oh gosh, I still have 2 short rest and everybody's at full HP. How are we doing on spell slots? Oh yeah, gosh, the party is still super fresh right now. So I think maybe I come back here, or I can try convincing them. I do have some inspiration points I can burn if it comes down to that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and go with it and see if I can get in here, just convince them.
How much farther can I go?
Goblins ahead.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here.
We're almost the
You
same
got
height.
another
That's great.
reason to be here. Feck sight.
Hate language.
Let's try to be diplomatic, shall we? Goblins don't come by the handfuls, but by the dozens.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Oh, I do still have that power for today. Huh. Do have a lot of really good options. So I'm looking for someone named Halson. You could just command them with the tadpole to stand aside. Intimidation, I'm a hired sword. Employers inside, stand aside now. Nature, glossy... a glossy coat on that animal. Does she belong to the Nordland Wargata family? Deception, your leader summoned me, and then I can try detecting thoughts. I do like detecting thoughts in this. If you succeed on your detect thoughts roll, it's basically a free successful roll, but you just have to do the roll as a detect thoughts roll, and it does burn up a scroll or a spell. Well, actually, no, it doesn't just burn up a spell slot because you can do detect thoughts as a ritual. So that's always fun. It gives a little bit more insight, but I have a tendency to not do that on Nerdad just because his wisdom is so bad. I might need the illithid power a little bit still more before I do a long rest, so I'm a little hesitant to do that. And there's so many good options. I think I'm just gonna do the stand aside. Yeah. DC 2. So basically, you just can't do a critical fail.
Down, Claw! Bad girl!
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Easy, lads. We got a true soul coming through.
Tell me, what can I expect inside?
Lads are celebrating the raid on Joaquin's Rest. We captured a Duke, we did, all the way from the city. I'm sure the higher-ups will make sure you get the best of the spoils, your Excelness.
The boss is in the temple inside. Minthara too. And Priestess Gut can show you how many new recruits we got.
So you guys were asking, like, how can I be okay as a paladin doing goblin genocide? It's because they are so happy about that raid that they did on Joaquin's Rest. I'm looking for a druid named Halson. Where is he?
I don't know any house in your excelness.
I heard he was captured breaking into this very camp.
Oh, one of them thieves. If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
Down in the pits, no less. Sounds ominous among creatures that love blood sports. Better step to it.
140 XP. Still got a long way to go before we hit level 5, though.
We got a job to do.
All right. So there is a chest up there. There's a wooden crate up there. Good decent amount of stuff in this area, but not super necessary. I'm gonna try to get that crude chest with Astarion here in a second. So you guys in the chat have always given me grief about Astarion like stealing stuff with a paladin nearby. Is it okay if he steals stuff from goblins? We good with that?
Yes.
Ah! I wasn't quick enough on my right click. I ran right into that trap. Oh my gosh. There were 2 perception checks that he failed, which means that there were 2 traps. And that second one did 2 damage, and that was enough to make him break his concentration on his hunter's mark, which sucks. Because hunter's mark, that will last you all the live long day as long as you don't break concentration. Whoop! Caught it soon enough that time, but jeez. Take it easy, goblins. Jeez. Jeez, man. I need to check out that area too, but I'm a little worried about that trap that I just missed. Alright, I tell you what. I'm going to get Astarion back over to this side. We're going to get that crate. Oh, crude chest. Sorry. You can't just jump over that. Astarion, dang it. Come on. My guy. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and enter turn-based mode so that nobody accidentally turns in and looks at this. And then we get the heck out.
Silent as the grave.
And that should do it. That should do it. Any response? Any response? Nope, we're good. Alright, cool. We can go ahead and rejoin up.
My mind. And, well, in it. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Is worth noting again that, well, I'm all friendly with these goblins now. Oh, stealing from goblins is still breaking your oath. Disagree. As a paladin, it's taken everything in me to just talk to him instead of, like,
True soul you are.
you know, goblin genocide.
Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
And the Knoll gnawed her arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh?
You saw a flaming fist? Where?
You ain't here? We sacked Joaquin's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, Knoll snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now.
Again, this is why it's okay. Stealing is the least of what I can do to these guys. Were there any survivors?
Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the Flaming Fist? Pile of smoking corpses.
Do you happen to know the way to Moonrise?
You ain't know the broken road? Nah. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it.
Goblin and stuff. That's great. All right, you jerk.
Tribe?
Tribe.
Tribe.
She was really happy about that. All right.
Blessed be.
So now. Oh, my fork is still way back there. Crud. Oh, crud. How far back is he? Here, I'm gonna go to camp real quick. Because Fork is who the heck knows where. And while I'm here, I'll go ahead and talk to people. Oh, I talked to Shadowheart already. And I talked to Astarion. I'll talk to Lae'zel real quick. Yeah, so sorry. The Quasit was... I unconnected him, I think, in Joaquin's Rest. And he was still back there. And so I re-linked him, which means that he was going to be traveling goodness knows how far to get back. So I just teleported us all back to camp. When we teleport back, we all should be in the same location.
This devil, Raphael, flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Kithrak, what does that mean?
Githyanki Knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid.
Oh,
they are
that's
the
cool.
commissars and enforcers of my Queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
So every character has got to have a want and a fundamental flaw that is satisfied by a need, and I think this is Lae'zel's here. Like, she wants to be a dragon rider, she wants to serve her queen, but we'll see where that goes. Why were these knights chasing the Mind Flayer ship?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes.
Anything else to talk about? Nope. Alright, cool. So that's it for her. Again, we already talked to Shadowheart. We will talk to Will here.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's Rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken.
Yes, the drow set fire to the inn and stole away with the Duke. You must know the man, judging by the concern in your voice. Counselor Floric seems to think so. I'm not so sure he wasn't burned in that blaze. I'm going to do you must know the man, judging by the concern in your voice.
I know him better than most. He's my father.
Dun dun dun!
I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him.
Then the choice is clear. We should rescue Duke Ravengard. Aren't you worried your father's been abducted? I can't trust you if you keep secrets like this. So, I'm not interested in your lineage. Curious, I'd heard Duke Ravengard's son left the city. All my time in Baldur's Gate, I didn't even know Ravengard had children. Yeah, I want to do the choice is clear. We should rescue Duke Ravengard.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Got some approval.
But I wonder, what makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Menzoberranzan would have little use for my father.
That's a great name. Menzoberranzan.
No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
You shouldn't keep secrets like this from me, Will.
I know. And you're right. When I look into a mirror, I see two faces. I see the Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And I see Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
Will's great. He's very humble and noble at the same time. Let's talk about something else.
I'm all for it.
What was it like being the son of a Grand Duke?
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Baldur, stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
And now you're the Blade of Frontiers. Quite a change, don't you think?
Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy.
That's a great line, too.
In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters. I don't consort with them. Well, not when I can avoid it.
So many good pieces of dialogue in that. I want to touch on this one though. Like, Father taught me the 4 pillars of power: courage, insight, strategy, justice. This actually been getting into a lot of like stoicism lately, and this is really similar to some of the principal tenets of stoicism. And I kind of get like a stoic vibe out of Will as well. But yeah, courage, insight, strategy, and justice. Those are, yeah, not only 4 pillars of power, but like 4 pillars of a good leader. Like a good leader who deserves to be a leader, and not a good leader who wants to be a leader. Leaders who want to be leaders are almost always the worst leaders. All right, what do you make of Raphael? He's the coolest Ninja Turtle, man.
Story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will? Yeah, okay. He does definitely remind me of the paladin from that one movie that I said I wasn't going to talk about anymore. like just very, very stoic, very calm, very humble, like very determined to do what it needs to be done. And sometimes going to extremes to accomplish what needs to be done. Let's see. Get to the point. You mean Raphael? We should at least consider his offer, given our circumstances. Spare me the parables. I have no intention of bargaining with the likes of him. I'm going to do this first one with the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great.
Don't worry, I have no interest in a devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
So this is kind of, again, this writing is so good because they're addressing the concerns of what is happening right now to the party. But there is so much subtext in what is actually going on in these characters' backstories. Like, Will is a warlock. So D&D rules, what that means is that he made a pact with something that is possibly pretty darn nefarious. And there's so much in the way that he is talking that is like, dude, I know you cannot trust these types. All right, so we'll leave Will and we'll go talk to Galen.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Invited to dine with a devil.
What was that Arcana check? It's really weird. Is there a... No, there's not a log. You have a strange definition of flattery. Dining with the devil left a bad taste in my mouth. Devils rarely approach mortals without some nefarious intent. We'd be wise to avoid him.
Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own.
Oh, that's an interesting
I
take.
think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
That is actually a really fascinating take on the whole situation with Raphael. All I'm hearing is conjecture. But what is it that this devil wants so very badly? I'll remind you that when dealing with the devil, you always draw the short straw. I'll do this one, but what is it that this devil wants so very badly? Gale's a smart guy. Maybe he has it figured out.
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
What do you think Raphael's ambition could be?
I'm in the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band.
Fact 1, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact 2, a devil offers to take it away.
Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made.
Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
The writing and the voice acting in this whole freaking game is so fantastic.
How can I help?
We'll just check that he doesn't have anything else to talk about. All right, cool. Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. What is this? Glad you walked farther away from the stack of books to pick up the book. Let's go talk with Scratch. Do I still have? Yeah, I still have.
I should speak up.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Oh, he's so sweet. Oh, B. He just looks like a good dog. Alright. I'm gonna go talk with Shadowheart just to make sure that there's nothing else that she wanted to talk about.
May the darkness protect you.
Easy there. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, let me read this invasion plans for the Sword Coast. That's kind of weird. This map of the Sword Coast sprawls from the deep forest of Tethir to the frigid spine of the world, its topography worn by ancient ink and a constant trade between mortal hands. Cool. Alright. Our purpose should be done. We should have the Quasit with us now. No, we do not. Could have the Quasit teleport down to the Blighted Village and then just make his way down there. Okay. Summons can't travel through waypoints. Dang it. Oh.
And so is it done.
Man. This was a huge, huge mistake. But may as well make him invisible and have him do the long, long walk through until he gets to the rest of the group. It was a huge mistake on my part. I should have been paying attention that the Quasit wasn't with us anymore. As though the Quasit needed to look more creepy. Like, I think he's worse whenever he's sneaking and invisible. I like how the lighting changes, like, as soon as you jump across. Yeah, Scratch is totally a therapy dog. He is a sufficiently adequate pupper. This mystery hole, I might want to send the Quasit down there, but I think that just goes down into the spider nest. If there's any need to go down there right now. Especially while I'm trying to make my way back to the rest of the group. Almost there, you guys. We're so close. We're so close. I mean, look, we're so close. Oh, it's going the wrong way. It's going the wrong way. Dang it. Trying to conserve as much time as possible, and I end up totally messing up, and I go in the absolute incorrect direction. We're almost there. I promise I'll never call you a Quasit again. I pronounced your name correctly.
We're gonna miss out on all the drinking.
Shut it! We got a job to do.
The most conscientious goblin. Yay, he's back in the party.
Gosh. Not as bad as it could have.
Jeez Louise. Alright, alright. So, for now, what we're going to do is we're going to move our party, again, off in the distance here. Oh, and we're going to ungroup Astarion.
Keep your distance, darling. Over here.
And he's going to be doing a little larceny. This stuff can be a little rough to get a hold of, but we are going to use turn-based mode to try to make it a little easier. Ah, hey, an elixir of fire resistance. Potion of vitality, potion of animal speaking, potion of healing. And hey, look at that.
I'll just help myself.
Just so happens this is free as well. So, let's get him the heck out of here. Just have him clear out. That should be enough. Yeah. Alright, anybody freaking out? Anybody upset? Anybody mad? No, looks like we're good. Alright, back to a start. And I'm gonna have him take a look at stuff, because, you know, I'm sure there are more traps that he needs to get hit by. Ugh. I need to find, like, some items or something that'll help him with perception. Oh, gosh. It's just moving too fast. Actually, he is moving too fast. I'm going to have him sneak. Maybe that'll give me a little bit more time to react to the stupid traps. Yeah, we're back to the front here. Goodness gracious, he is doing so bad at this. I mean, he's got good perception. Like, he's one of my top guys for perception. He's a +4. He's on par with Shadowheart for perception. Dang it. Ha!
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Detected that one. Oh, he's fire resistant. I'll just plow right through him. Goodness gracious. Hopefully that was the last one. This addled frog is one of the weirdest things in this game. Yeah, hiss, ribbit, hiss. That poor frog does not know which direction he is going. Oh, is that really all that we have here? Okay, that's... I guess that's just one extra direction that we can go into to get into the goblin camp. Okay, cool. Oh, and there's a hunter stash that I... Oh, wait, actually, can he get up there? Turn into a bat, Astarion, and just fly up there. You can bite people on the neck like I'm just turn into a bat. Oh, I think that was all the traps, so we're just going to... A fine choice. That was not the only trap. Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Watch the shadows.
Starring, I hate you. I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. We are going to go ahead and go down that little path down there and check that out.
No one's stopped me yet. On my way.
Ooh, some barrels that I can actually loot. Carcass. Cool. Oh, looks like there's another dirt path. That's something going on here. Or dirt mound, not dirt path. We're on a dirt path.
My voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape, nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
Dun, dun.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
How is it shielding us? And why? Not that I'm complaining.
That voice, those visions, what just happened?
No answer presents itself. The artifact is dormant. The voice and visions are gone.
Let's take a look at the artifact.
A curious ornate box. Its many sides are engraved with indecipherable glyphs.
Not good at investigation. DC 10, that's not too bad. Okay, that was a lucky roll.
No openings you can see, yet you sense something inside it.
Staring at it won't provide any more answers, unfortunately. And there's a power to it, that's for certain.
Yeah. it was echo time. No, that wasn't memories. That was people talking directly to him though. Force it open. Careful of those spikes, my guy.
Box doesn't yield.
It's useless. Believe me, I've tried.
Drop it on the ground. I've seen magicians do that same trick.
Looks like that box has taken a shine to you. So unconditional, isn't it? The affection of inanimate objects.
That's a great line, too. Yeah, put it away. Okay, there was a survival check before all that. Oh my gosh, everybody failed. That's great. And let's go ahead and transfer that shovel back over to Nerdad. And we're going to go ahead and plop that shovel just right there on the hotbar. Yeah. Hey, there we go. Nice. Ah, holy water. That's pretty good. Oh, and
here we go.
Mountain Pass is not something that we want to do yet. And actually, once we go into the Mountain Pass, it sets a lot of things in motion that can't be undone. So yeah, we are definitely not ready. We're not going to be ready until we're pretty much done with all of this map and like the Underdark. Because spoilers, we're going to go into the Underdark. So yeah. We're just gonna check everything out in this area. Let's see. Okay, this is just another alternate way to get through and into the goblin camp. Did we do the owlbear cave? I can't remember if we did or not. We are going to need to do the owlbear cave before we really go into there. So let's... Oh, man, I don't want to... There's another waypoint up here that I would like to get, but I think it's more important that we take a look at the owlbear cave, because, again, I can't remember if we did that or not. I don't see the owlbear egg, but that could be because it's in camp. I think we did. I think we did the owlbear cave. If you guys remember if we did the owlbear cave, let me know in the chat before I make it over there. Cave should be down right in here. Cave mouth. Here we go. Is that a lootable corpse? Yes, it is. Ah, nothing in there. So far, the indication is we probably didn't. But we probably did. Yeah, I think we did, because I think we got the, we got the Idol of Saluna, I believe, in this place. Yeah, we've been here. Okay. Alright. Well, it's just lots of backtracking, isn't it? Blighted Village, we'll go back there. Alright, back through the goblin camp. And again, like, whether or not we... I'm pretty sure that we've been in there. There was a skeleton that had already been looted, so I'm pretty sure we went through the entire thing. So the reason that going through the owlbear camp is so critical... Well, you'll see in a minute, but this is among the most important things that we have to do in this game. And actually, let's take a look. Yeah, there's a ladder down there. We are going to want to go down this ladder eventually and check out this waterfall, but for now, we'll just go straight into the goblin camp. Save again, because we're going into a new location. Yeah.
It's got wings. Reckon it can fly? It sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Dragons is fat and they fly fine. Laugh if you dare, recoil if you must. A new age is dawning with goblins and trust.
And there's Volo.
Mortals all hinders to quake.
I'm going to hold off on Volo. I might save scum this a little bit if this goes poorly.
Hell's that yowling bleeds the ears. Is that supposed to be entertainment?
I suppose you could do much better.
Don't need two mates. We already got the greatest art there is, and it ain't no warbling. It's chicken chasing.
This is why we needed to do the owlbear cave first. Look how adorable that stupid owlbear cub is. Just precious. Well, for starters, that's no chicken. It's an owlbear.
It's got feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides,
Goblins are smart.
I reckon it owes us, seeing as how it just ate our last chicken.
That's fair.
Reckon it owes us a game. You want to hear the rules or not?
Could be fun. What is chicken chasing exactly?
Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Come back when that half-wit's done wailing and find out. Bloody Bard. Used to be
Oh, whoops.
Draw Ragslin's best make as a blade in the quarry.
Poor guy's having to improvise, and he's not super good at it.
Goblin kind will achieve with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid. Draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filthenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you galad.
So this is an improv trick. If you're trying to come up with a song and you're doing it in front of a whole bunch of really not super intelligent goblins, just make up words and it'll all work out. Give him your rapt attention.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I? Huh?
Wait a tick. That a friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
Ooh, failed his deception check.
Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him.
Wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done.
This will be an experience for
It looks right. Of course.
writing a book, Frollo. Come on.
It's like any other chicken, don't it? Let's just
Right,
bloody
yes.
play.
More for me.
Knocked him off with a shove. That's great. All right, we're back over here.
Brave enough to take on our new chicken? It's a big un, but that's just more for the chasing.
Oh, look how adorable it is. I don't remember the rules.
Hells, mate, it ain't difficult. You just gotta chase the chicken through the course to the posts there, right? Gotta do it fast and gotta do it alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Simple, like I say, but not easy. Better contenders than you have been bested by that bird.
This is cruel. I will not be part of it.
No skin off my ass.
Language.
Just remember, you had the chance to be a part of something grand, and you walked away.
All right. So this is a little rough because you do need to be able to talk to these guys pretty quick. So I left turn-based mode.
Mother gone. Hungry.
I have a camp. You're welcome there.
New home. Maybe. Got to get away from here first.
The cub seems anxious to leave, but afraid to defy the goblins. They have to be dealt with one way or the other.
It's true. It's true. So let's talk to these guys real quick.
If you fancy playing,
Whoops.
Brave enough to take on our new chicken? It's a big un, but that's just more for the chasing.
I'm leaving, and the owlbear's coming with me. This is what I was trying to get to.
Is you now? Reckon I feel differently. Reckon the lads will too.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Maybe I should have saved my illithid power for this right here. This is the more important thing. Let's see. You love this game enough to die over it. I'd be doing you a favor. Keeping such a large beast fed isn't easy. I'm saying I want to buy it and actually keep it. It's all yours. Let's go ahead and do persuasion. Yeah. DC 10, that's not too bad. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Big money, big money. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Nailed it.
Bugger did eat our last chicken. Right, go on then. Fat bird's yours. Don't need
Look
the
how
insult.
excited he is.
I hope you can follow my scent to the camp.
Oh gosh, there he goes. Dang. All right. So first things first, we're gonna move up just a little bit here. Make sure we unlock this this ancient sigil, which we did. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to this guy right here because we got a trader here. Probably a good time to sell stuff too.
Jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it.
Quite the trove. How'd you get your hands on all this?
Nicked him off the dead, didn't I?
Goblins, man. All right, so let's take a look and see what we got here. Doomhammer. Each strike fills the target with a chilling dread that prevents it from regaining hit points, so kind of like Bone Chill. Undead creatures also get disadvantage on attack roll, kind of like Bone Chill. And then it's got that whole hammer thing where if you miss, you still do three damage anyway. This is a two-handed weapon, not super great for us. The Edge of Torah, that whole Bone Chill effect is really nice. So I might grab that for that. But we got a Great Club +1, Great Sword +1, Longbow +1, War Pick +1. Returning Pike. This is a pretty cool one if I want to go like heavy with a throwing build for like a Karlach the Barbarian. So I will probably grab that. How much is that? 130? That's not too bad. It is worth noting that, again, I'm not doing pickpocketing too much on these vendors because I'm trying to play it, fairly relatively straight. But this guy is in full view of like an entire horde of goblins, so not really pickpocketable anyway. Hide armor +2. This is good hide armor. Be really good to give to any druids that we had in the party in the future. Actually, it might even be good for putting on a barbarian. I might grab that just for the bench party. Boots of Aid and Comfort. When the wearer heals a target, it gains an additional 3 temporary hit points. This is really good. This is really, really good. I'll be grabbing that. Swiresy Shoes. Jump distance is increased by 5 feet, and acrobatics +1. This can be good. I might give this to somebody like Lae'zel, because Lae'zel's going to get an ability to like make her jumping like way crazy long, and anything that can add to that will just be gravy. So that might be good for Lae'zel. Gloves of Archery. You gain proficiency with longbows and short bows. In addition, your ranged weapon attacks deal an additional 2 damage. So I am really, really torn on these gloves because they would be perfect for Astarion. That additional 2 damage adds up, especially when he's doing, like, again, however many attacks he's going to be doing per round. But at the same time, the gloves that he has right now are the Gloves of Power, which are, first off, Sleight of Hand +1, which is huge for what we try to do with Astarion. But when you hit with a weapon attack, if they fail their saving throw, they get a 1d4 penalty to their attack rolls and saving throws. This is awesome. The Gloves of Power, they're so good. They're so good. So, again, I'm super torn. But the fact that these will also grant you proficiency with longbows and shortbows. I do have that Spell Thief, which when you get a critical hit, it restores a level 1 spell slot. Gale can't use that because he's not proficient with longbows and shortbows. So this might solve that problem. So it's kind of odd using the Gloves of Archery for the proficiency and not for the 2 weapon damage, but it is what it is. And then bunch of other random stuff. Flute, yeah. Potion of Greater Healing. Yep. So what we're looking at, we definitely want the Returning Pike. Definitely want the Boots of Aids of... Here, I'm going to switch over to Baldur just so I can kind of keep my thoughts organized. So definitely the Returning Pike. Hide Armor +2 would probably be good, but I can swipe that maybe from other stuff. Again, I'm not trying to pickpocket too much, but might be worth it for this one item. Boots of Aid and Comfort, definitely going with that. And the Gloves of Archery, definitely going with that. So the question is, do I want to sacrifice the gold to get him in a happy mood so that we need it? Like, if you do the math, if you multiply your level times 800, that amount of gold is the amount of gold that you need to buy and sell in order for it to be worth it. So right now, I'm level 4, multiplying times 800, that's 3,200 gold. I have, let's see. Well, okay, let's just look at this. So 130... 140, 120, so about 400 gold worth right there. That's not even close to making it worth it. But I do have a ton of stuff to sell, but even still, I don't think it's going to get close to the 1,300. Or sorry, not the 1,300, the 3,200. So I think what is the situation here is I'm going to be better off zipping over to the Emerald Grove, where I do have good friendship level with the vendors over there, sell all my stuff, come back here, and then purchase the stuff that I want to buy off this guy. I think that's what I'm going to do. But it is time to sell stuff.
Get moving. I've got other customers.
All right, Cranky. I like your hair. That's good. That's good goblin hair. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go over to Emerald Grove. And we're going to get in there. And again, I'm going to complain about how long it takes to actually walk into the Emerald Grove and talk to a vendor. And it's just made worse by the fact that you have this huge gate that you just have to, like,
Nature, are you really the one to judge?
just sit here and wait for it to go. Shadowheart throwing some shade too, like insulting a poor dude off of getting bit. Oh, I cannot tell you how many times we will go to Aaron and continue to go to him like over and over and over and over again throughout the course of this game. All right, so unfortunately first we're going to have to do some inventory organization. Well, first off, Astarian's got a couple hundred gold that are going to go over to Nerdad. Just get everything consolidated. In the bag, we have definitely got elixirs. Potion of healing, that's going to go over to Shadowheart. Basilisk oil is going to go over to Shadowheart. That's going to be kind of important a little bit later. Shovel stays. Trap Discern Toolkits goes to Astarian. Morningstar +1. I'm going to keep that on Nerdad just in case I get bored with the Watcher's Guide. Again, my big problem with the Watcher's Guide is it's not a +1 weapon, and this Morningstar +1 is. So, alright. I'm going to send the poo scraper back to camp. Unique item, you know. You got to keep a hold of those. Let's see. Old floppy hat that goes back to camp. Chainmail. Let's get sold. Chainmail +1. Oh, I never equipped Shadowheart with that. We bought that for Shadowheart and we never gave it to her. That definitely needs to go on her. Yeah, AC 19. There we go. Oh, and how embarrassing though! Like they're both wearing the same thing. It's always cringy whenever you go to school and you're wearing the same thing as somebody else. Ridiculous. Faded draw leather armor. It's kind of a unique item. I'm gonna pass it over to Shadowheart, and she's just gonna keep a hold of it for me. Ruby ring, ringmail armor +1. That's gonna get sold. These are all going to. What do I have in here? Oil. Camp supply pack. All right. I think I'm gonna take all of my quest items and toss them into that bag. Yeah. Just to kind of keep them out of the way. Help keep things a little bit organized. Blueprints go over there, and necromancy if they goes over there. Oh no, that's bound to it's bound to Gale now. Anything that Astarion has. Oh yeah, he's got this key. Cool. Okay. I think everything else. Any grease bottles? Oh, that goes over to Gale, because that's a grenade thing, and we keep all of our grenade stuff on Gale. Shovel's friend finder. We're gonna pass this over to Gale just because he has the Quasit formerly known as Shovel and as his buddy. All right. And so I'm gonna review my camp equipment. I have got alcohol, I've got fruit, I've got cheese, I've got sausage, I've got a vegetable. Do I have fish? I have got fish, so that's all good. That means that all these camp supplies here can go the heck back to camp. And back to the heck to camp it goes. Let's see. I think that is everything. In fact, I'm going to toss all this stuff over to Shadowheart. I'm kind of tired of it being in Nerdad's inventory. It just feels like it's cluttering it up, and it makes the organization a little rough because you have to check and see, okay, do I have this? Do I not have this? I don't like it. I don't like it. And I always forget the fish. Poor fish. It like blends in. All right. Oh, Lump's Warhorn definitely goes over to Shadowheart. That's a fairly unique item. The holy oil or the holy water goes over to Gale as well. All right. So that's it for organizing Nerdad. Anything on Shadowheart that needs to move over? Well, let's go ahead and get this healing potion in her bag. Okay. Whole bunch of stuff on Gale that needs to be organized, but this is all stuff that Gale needs to keep on himself. Like that padded armor +1, again, just in case I don't want to do mage armor for the day, I can just use the padded armor +1 and we'll have almost the equivalent AC. Once we get padded armor +2, that's gonna be basically my replacement unless I find like really good clothes that I want Gale to wear. All right, but here is the big problem. We've got a whole bunch of stuff on Astarion that needs to be organized. So, Elixir of Fire Resistance. This goes over to Nerdad. Let's see. All this stuff goes back to camp. These potions go over to Shadowheart. Let's see. All this stuff gets sold, so that goes to Nerdad. This is all camp supplies, so that goes to camp. Silver Goblet, that goes to Nerdad. Ooh, more camp supplies. Those are all going to go to camp. Oh, and I need to get Gale equipped with this Spell Sparkler, because that is a darn good staff. And we'll just keep this this extra staff on hand for the Create Water, because again, that is a great spell that has a lot of different uses. I actually found out not too long ago that you can use Create Water to find invisible things. Because, you know, you make it rain on the invisible stuff, and it's like, wait a minute, why is it not falling like it normally does in this one particular human-shaped spot? Yeah. Camp, all this malarkey. Oh, the warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods fearing humans, elves, and dwarves, or an infernal corruption of that divine image. Hey, it's a bunch of racist stuff about tieflings. We're not going to go into that. We can sell all of that. Case file 846. We're going to pass that over to Gale because that is a unique little thing. Oh, eyewitness account. We never read this. Though an official document, this appears to be one of many hastily produced copies documenting the night of El Terrell's descent into Avernus. Emir, I am acting Gauntlet Emir of the Flaming Fist. Repeat what you told my people for the room to hear. Shepherd, you should be helping. Aren't you supposed to help? Emir, first I need to know what happened. Shepherd, it's gone. The city, the light, the companion. I was born in its glow. Never seen real darkness before. Emir, get a grip on yourself, man. Shepherd, there was no sound to begin with. Sky flickered, dark, and then light again. Then the companion changed from gold to black. My farm's almost a half-day's ride from the city, but I could hear the screams. Thousands of people plunged into darkness while the world went mad. Emir, and then? Shepherd, more lights, but dark lights. It made no sense, I know. They came from the companion, wicked streaks stabbing into the city and tearing it apart. Then the sky, the ground, the buildings, they all folded in on themselves. Like an invisible hand were crushing them. Emir, and the city? Shepherd, there is no city. El Terrell is gone. Emir, when did this happen? Shepherd, yesterday. I fled through the darkness until I found you. Emir, lock him up. Shepherd, I've done nothing wrong. You've got to go and help them. Emir, he's the 11th we've picked up since this morning. Make copies, deliver the transcript to every Flaming Fist post from here to the Risen Road by hand. Until we know exactly what's happening out there, nobody from Eltergard goes west. And don't talk to anyone outside the Fist about this. Maintain control. That's a unique one, so I'm going to pass that over to Gil as well. Once I'm done like reading this stuff, and I do need to go through and organize all that stuff, but I'm not gonna put you guys through the organization of all the different reedy stuff. Organization of my inventory, absolutely. I'm going to make you guys suffer through that, but all the reading stuff, I'll sort it. But the general mentality that I have, the general strategy that I have for keeping things is if it has something to do with an active quest, I keep it on Gale. If it doesn't, it goes as a unique thing. It goes into my camp chest. Let's see. So all this. Jake's Encyclopedia of Eels. Forward. No one wants to read about eels, eh? You stuck-up Candlekeep gits can keep your books on magic and demons and celestial bodies. People are practical folk and they want to read practical things. Can't make a pie out of stars, can you? No. Eels is important. Right. Let's get one thing straight. Giant lightning eels? Not technically eels. They look like them, sure, and everyone calls them eels. But the shape of the head, the bone structure, you can't tell me that's the same of a giant moray. Now, where can you catch eels? Bloody everywhere! From Neverwinter to Elturel to Calimport, you can find an eel. But where do they breed, and how? Well, you've probably heard the stories. They're just snakes that learn to swim, or they're baby leviathans, or they're underdark spies. But that's all bunkum. They breed in the Sea of Moonshay, I'm sure, and then swim all over Faerun. And if them and Candlekeep give me the money to sail there, I'd be able to prove it. But no, They're too busy studying demon puzzle boxes and mumbling about whatever Alaundo said years ago. That's great. I'll talk about that in a second. Bet Al couldn't tie a good fishing knot for nothing. The book carries on like this for several pages before finally returning to the topic of eels. So. In Baldur's Gate 1, there's the very first area is Candlekeep, which is, what they're talking about. And there is some prophetic guys who are all standing around in a circle, and they're all like chanting stuff that seems like it is totally irrelevant to the game, but is actually incredibly relevant to not only the game's story, but to you as the main character. And gosh, I still have the tune like burned into my brain, but like after one of them finishes like his little like chanty sing-songy prophecies, he says, "And so saith the wise Alaundo." He just repeats it like over and over again after every prophecy. So it's kind of great that they bring up the whole Alaundo thing. That's like the only jokes in this game. Well, okay, there's Quote the Raven, which is beautiful, a beautiful joke. But the only jokes in this are actually references to the previous Baldur's Gate games. And some of them are just merely informational, but some of them are actually like pretty funny. So, okay. This is just labeled letter, and it says, "An affectionate letter, probably." So, "Hey, idiot, you left a snot rag on my kitchen table. I haven't thrown it out yet. A lot of times I want to push you into a pit of snakes, but sometimes you say something so stupid and funny I think about it for days. Don't panic. Let's talk when you're home. Be safe out there, Rhea." We're going to toss this over to Gale as well. And this is "No cause for alarm, and every page of this clumsily assembled book is filled with large, blocky text. An illustration of a burning city introduces this book's frenzied summary of Eltergard's recent history. People of the Sword Coast, there is no cause for alarm. You've no doubt heard of the harrowing events that befell the city of Elturel, an entire city dispatched to the Hells. Perhaps you have also heard the deranged gossip and rumors that a similar cataclysmic atrocity may befall the city of Baldur's Gate. Have no fear." Yeah, we'll touch that. That's a fun one. Recruitment poster. We read that one. That one's got the good writing. Stained book. I don't think we read this. "Greet your inner Goliath. Gnat, knee grabber, half shanks. Stones cast by your enemies designed to keep you down. Or stepping stones so you can rise above." This is a gnome self-help book. Inside every gnome lies an inner Goliath. By setting aside doubt, negativity, and a modest subscription fee, you too can learn to grow inside and out. Details over leaf. Don't delay. Harness your hidden height and watch your enemies shrink before you. That's great. That's good stuff. And let's see. We'll go ahead and move all this stuff over to Nerdad. This goes over to Gale because it is a grenade-y thing. It goes to Nerdad. Boiled potato bone goes to Nerdad. Bottle goes to Nerdad. Bowl goes to Nerdad. I think most of the rest of this is going to go... Oh, no, we still have some stuff going on. To Nerdad. Carafe of water goes to Gale, because we consider that a grenade, y'all. Cooking pot! How did that sneak its way in there? Dang it. Breaking cooking pots. Alright. Let's start just manually selecting stuff that's going to go to Nerdad specifically. Let's see. basically everything that like this is all going to be a whole bunch of junk, but there is some camp supply stuff mixed in here, so we're gonna toss that over to our camp in a second. And just so I don't accidentally misclick, I'm gonna send all that to Nerdad as well. All right, rags, that all goes to Nerdad. We could just you know, have Nerdad talk to the vendor and then switch over to Astari and have him sell for the exact same, you know, like discounts or bonuses or what have you. But I gotta be more organized than that. Let's see, all this goes to Nerdad to be sold. These all go to Gale. And I think that is it. So we're going to organize this stuff by type. And all of this stuff goes back to camp. It was like 22 pounds of stuff. Wait a minute. What happened to all my arrows and whatnot? Did I mess that up? I may have messed that up. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, that all goes back to Astarian. I've also got his tools and stuff. Whoops. I goofed up. He should also have a poison pouch somewhere. Yeah, all these poisons go. Poisons are another really good thing that once I start like really getting organized with my long rests, like more organized than what I already am. What'll happen is I'll get all the buffs up on my party using my hirelings, and then I will also have people drink elixirs for the day, and then I'll also okay. Whenever you dip your weapon into like elemental things, the elemental extra damage disappears over a little bit of time. If you use a poison to coat your weapon, that also disappears after a pretty short amount of time. But if you take a poison and throw it on the ground so that the bottle breaks and leaves a little puddle of poison, and you go and you dip your weapons into that, that will last all the livelong day. So at the beginning of every or at the end of every long rest, I'll be doing buffs and elixirs and poisoning all my weapons. So those poisons are going to get pretty important. Why is my inventory so complex? I'm gonna pull a Chang from community and do a "Have you met me?" I just toss things in my inventory and press sort. No, you got to be way more organized than that. This is serious business. Inventory organization is a serious deal, y'all. All right, with that, I'm actually good to sell stuff finally. Just toss things in my inventory and press sort, you heathen.
Of course, but please remember.
All right. So he does only have 512 gold. I got to keep an eye on what I am selling to him. Oh, whoops! That draw poison should go to Astarian. The infernal coins, or the soul coins, I'm gonna keep. I am still gonna keep this Morningstar +1. I would like to sell it. It's only 43 gold though, so I'm just gonna keep a hold of it just in case I want to keep it around. I did decide that gets sold as well, yeah. Uh-oh, we've got some camp supplies in there. That should not be in there. It's gonna mess up my... Oop, whoops. It's gonna mess up my double-clicking like it just did. You see? All messed up now. My rhythms, my groove is thrown off. There's a fine state of zen in double-clicking things like over and over again. See? Just the most beautiful effect. Actually, those were buckets full of water. I might want to keep those. I think I have enough carafes of water and jugs of water. I should be good. Get rid of that stupid cooking pot. Oops. Another thing I would like to see from Larian is it's kind of annoying, like having to double click these things, like the stacks, and then having to adjust the slider. There needs to be like a toggle that you can say, if you double click, you just sell what is in that square, no matter if it's a stack or not. Are just about done. Oh gosh, and I wasn't paying attention, and now I'm over the limit of what he's got. So let's take a look at the scrolls he has. Anything else kind of useful in here? Look at all this stuff. I wonder who gave him all this. So, I'm gonna have to take some stuff off, which is unfortunate. So I was really happy about selling all this malarkey. Yeah, let's see. Try to find some of the more expensive stuff to take. Oh gosh, we have to go down like another 90 gold. My goodness. Oh, the cooking pot stays though, definitely. Actually, I don't want to do anything that's in stacks. Oh, the loot's really good, though. That's pretty expensive. Oh, that bowl is way more than what I thought it would be. That's 20 gold for just 0.2 weight, though. It's great. That's great. Didn't realize it would be that much. Cool, exactly 512. Nice. How's it feel not having any gold, sucker? All right, so off to the other guy. Let me check on Astarion. So Astarion's got, he's got a 1 hand crossbow +1. We do need to keep our eyes open for 1 more hand crossbow +1. So if I'm like busy double clicking things and don't notice what it is that I'm not buying, let me know.
Looking for steel? I have, well,
something close. I like that.